Hi, my name's Peter Tyler and I am Managing Director of the Fine Cut Group, a multifaceted industrial graphics group printing all manner of industrial parts, labels, nameplates and any weird and wonderful things that come along. The main starting point for Fine Cut was in the early 80s when the company I worked for ceased trading, and it was really a case of either start up on your own or go down the job centre and look for another job. Obviously the first option was the path that I took, and from that day Fine Cut was born. Fine Cut in its earliest form was basically an engraving company, but we soon made a name for ourselves around the local area, supplying high quality nameplates that were mainly engraved in those early days. However, there was a need for more industrial labels, more printed labels, and we very soon started supplying our customers with screen printed labels and other forms of printed paraphernalia. So that was the idea then that Fine Screen was born. So we had a sister company called Fine Screen, being the screen printers, and Fine Cut being the engravers. But it soon became apparent that we were supplying lots of different labels to the same clients. They didn't want to deal with two companies, so therefore the two companies, Screen and Cut, were merged together into Fine Cut International. We also started supplying the label industry around the world with rotary foiling dies, which again was a spin-off from our engraving side, and that's where we became truly international, supplying the likes of companies out in Adelaide, Australia, PAL in South Africa, and the Napa Valley in California. So I think if we fast forward now to Fine Cut Group as we are now, we've been Fine Cut Graphic Imaging since then, which was where Fine Cut International wanted more reflection on the graphic side of the business, and I think the name Fine Cut Graphic Imaging really was something that reflected that change in the business and the way the business was moving to serve more of our UK based industrial customers. The problem with the graphic side was that it didn't really fit with the engraving, and we had also at that time brought on board a lot of other different brands that we were either engraving, screen printing, and that represented really a bit of a confusion for some of the clients. So Fine Cut Group really said it all, and I think the umbrella overarching Fine Cut Group allows you to then trade under sub-brands, and our sub-brands now of Dragonfly, Orbit, Attach-A-Tag and P&S Engraving really work well under that umbrella. Due to the growth from the early days when we were in Southwick in our small starter unit, we moved a couple of times into bigger units, both really just a few miles along the coast to what was then known as the Churchill Industrial Estate. Soon became the Lancing Business Park as it is today, and we were in one unit there for the engraving and a second unit for the screen, and then we took the opportunity in the late 80s to buy our own factory, and that then gave us the opportunity to put the two factories together and all the benefits of having everything under one roof, and that's really where it allowed us the seed to grow to the company we are today with the extra space. I think moving factories is always going to be a big milestone. I think winning new accounts is always going to be another. Great employees are always fantastic for us, so that I class as a milestone. And also new equipment. That's one of the benefits of being in the position that we are, that we always try and keep abreast of new technology. So I think in terms of milestones, yeah, apart from winning a few prestigious accounts, and supplying to the likes of Rolls-Royce motor cars, people like that. It's really a case of seeing how the factory has developed, how the equipment's developed, and I think there's never a day goes by where we don't change something around and make improvements to the infrastructure that we've got now. I think the future of fine cut at the moment looks very, very rosy indeed, although at the time of this recording we're entering into some very uncertain times. I mean, we've come through a couple of recessions in our 40 years. However, I think the base of products, the base of knowledge that we have here serves us very well. We're such a diverse industrial graphics group that there are always new opportunities coming along. So if I couple that with the staff and the team I've got around me at the moment, there really is no stopping us. So we hope to really drive into 2023 with new vigour, and let's hope the energy crisis, the Ukraine crisis and any other crisis that comes along is not going to affect our business.